What does it really mean to be perfect? I mean, to go an entire season, a whole season, without a single loss, only to see it all come crashing down in one game, in just a matter of seconds. Today, we're going to talk about a team that did just that. They touched perfection, and then a shocking upset put their entire historic season on the line.
31-0. Just let that number sink in for a second. In the totally chaotic, unpredictable world of college basketball, a record like this, it's almost mythical. It's about consistency, it's about dominance, and it's about an incredible will to win, night after night after night. This is the kind of record that gets etched into the history books for good. So who was this team that pulled off something so remarkable? Well, it was the number 20 ranked Miami of Ohio RedHawks. For months, they were the story in college basketball, the last undefeated Division I men's team left standing. It was a real underdog story playing out on the biggest stage.
Now, to put this into perspective for you, we're not just talking about a good season here, we're talking about a historically great one. The RedHawks became only the 5th men's Division I program this entire century to just run the table. They joined this tiny, exclusive club of teams who made it through a full regular season without a single blemish on their record.
But here's the thing about a perfect regular season. It guarantees you absolutely nothing. History shows us there are two very different roads you can go down from here. You could be like Gonzaga back in 2021, who took that perfection and rode it all the way to the national championship game. Or you could be like St. Joseph's in 2004. They also had a perfect regular season, only to get tripped up in their conference tournament. So the stakes were set for the RedHawks. Which path were they going to follow?
And that brings us to the moment where it all changed. The regular season was done, the awards were coming in, but now it was tournament time. You know what that means? Win or go home. 31 wins mean nothing if you can't survive and advance. And one bad game, that's all it would take to spoil everything.
Okay, so their first test comes in the quarterfinals of the Mid-American Conference Tournament. The scene is set in Cleveland, and their opponent? The UMass Minutemen, a team that had absolutely nothing to lose and, everything to gain by being the ultimate spoiler.
And what a fight it was. This wasn't some fluke, this wasn't a blowout. Right from the opening tip, it was so clear that UMass came to play. They put Miami's perfect record in danger right away. This game? It was destined to come down to the wire, to those last few frantic seconds.
It was an absolute slugfest. I mean, the lead swung back and forth 12 different times. The score was tied 10 separate times. Every single basket was answered. Every defensive stop felt huge. This is what March basketball is all about, right? It's brutal, it's beautiful, and it's completely unpredictable.
So picture this. The game is tied. The clock is just melting away. We're under 30 seconds to go. The entire season is hanging right here in the balance. UMass gets the ball to Daniel Hankins-Sanford. He drives to the hoop, he puts up the layup, and it's good. With just 29 seconds left on that clock, UMass takes the lead.
Miami had one last chance, but they just couldn't answer. The final horn sounded, and the scoreboard read 87-83. Perfection was gone.
And just like that, after 31 straight wins, after months of playing flawless basketball, it was over. A totally shocking, stunning end to a run that was truly historic.
You know, the heartbreak of a loss like that gives way to a new kind of feeling, a pressing anxiety. The season wasn't totally over, but suddenly their destiny was completely out of their hands. So, what happens now? And this became the immediate, urgent question on everyone's mind. After going undefeated for an entire regular season, is it even possible that Miami could be left out of the NCAA Tournament? I mean, could a nationally ranked team that hadn't lost all year suddenly find themselves on the bubble? You know, that terrifying, uncertain spot where your fate is totally out of your control?
To really get this dilemma, you have to look back at that 2004 St. Joseph's team. They were in the exact same situation. A perfect regular season and then a shocking loss in their conference quarterfinal. So what happened? The selection committee rewarded their entire body of work with a number 1 seed. But that was then. For Miami, that history offers some hope, sure, but it's no guarantee. Their new reality is just complete uncertainty.
Because that one loss, coming at the absolute worst possible time, it has changed the entire conversation. Yeah, the 31 wins are still there, but that single loss now just looms larger than any of them. Their fate,
Their chance to dance in the NCAA tournament, now it rests entirely in the hands of the selection committee, that small group of people who get to decide which teams get a shot at a championship.
And so it all comes down to this one fascinating question. What matters more to the committee? Is it the sustained historic excellence of a 31-0 regular season, or is the sting of that one loss, a failure when the pressure was at its absolute highest? It's a debate that really defines the madness of March.